Welp, Ultimate Insanity's turning 2 years old today, and I only have 2.5 episodes done. Anyways, yeah, instead of making an awful animation with no effort whatsoever, I'll do an episode of a show that has been dead for 4 months, so let's get started. Today I'm gonna be reviewing Ultimate Insanity made by this guy, because I'm such a genius.
Daniel's out of ideas!
Anyways, let's get started. Note that every episode will be reviewed and scored individually, so yeah. Alright, so this show is about 24 characters getting forced by Battery and Peanut Butter to compete in their game show. So Peanut Butter drives a van and kidnaps everyone. How nice. Even though they're on a freaking island away from civilization with no roads for Peanut Butter to drive through. Honestly, why do I care? The show doesn't have any continuity anyway, so why does it matter? But besides the writing being terrible, the animation being either fine or just outright terrible, this literally has no control whatsoever. And the backgrounds, Waves of Red, I'm sorry, but these backgrounds are kinda dog shit. And that's about it. There's nothing good about episode 1, it was just terrible. So what's the score? Well, it's a definite dump it. This episode just kinda sucks. It was a pretty terrible start for the show. Alright, episode 2 is a definite improvement from episode 1. The writing is better, the animation is better, the backgrounds look better, everything is just better. But the episode has its issues, like the challenge being kinda unoriginal, the same with the background, but that's mostly my fault. And the episode honestly is kind of boring. Yeah, I can't sit through this episode. Nothing really happens, mostly because this episode plays it safe with the plot. But this episode is still pretty okay at best, so it's a definite recycling bin. Now we finally gotten to episode 3. Okay, I know only the first half of the episode is released, but since I actually know what's gonna happen in the second half, I'm gonna talk about it anyways, so yeah. Okay, episode 3 is hands down the best episode released as of now. The writing actually feels pretty interesting, the animation has completely improved, and the backgrounds look amazing to this day. And the characters actually feel three-dimensional, well at least some of them. But yeah, this episode feels like an actual cartoon instead of a bunch of ideas put together into a Frankenstein monster. But my only gripe with the episode is some poor decisions when it comes to some scenes and the fact that it took us a year to only do a half of the episode. And I'm honestly really tired working on this episode. But what's the score? Well, it's a definite keep it, in my opinion. It showed that the show can be good when it's focusing more on the actual interesting parts of the show instead of focusing on the ordinary object show concept that has been done to death to this day. But yeah, these are my thoughts on my own crappy show. So if you want to see more videos like this, then like the video and subscribe. Bruh, just saying that felt so tacky.